Oh, here we go. Well, hopefully it played the intro. Actually, I don't know if I'm connected. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. Well, welcome to our first episode. Sorry, I think I'm getting a little rocky start here. I was trying to get the intro playing, but I might have just botched the whole intro we had set up. Um, so anyway, rough start here to my to to this first show, but it does look like we're connected. Anyhow, this is our first episode of our crypto weekly review. We're Crypto Traders Arena, trading community of people. Wow, really, I fucked this first beginning up, but bear with me here. This is my first time running OBS after in a little while. I haven't done this in a little while, but anyhow, my name's Kevin. Some of you guys might know me from being around crypto here. I've hung around therationalinvestor.com quite a bit. I know a lot of you from there, and was a student there, and then became a educator there, helping out with their level 1 program, and also been involved in crypto since I started trading in 2016 after kind of being interested in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and not really knowing what I was doing as far as trading, and found the Rational Investor, started learning some technical analysis and how to implement the process of trading. And now at this point, I've been through a couple cycles, and here we are in first week in 2023 in the middle of a bear market. And we decided to start this show here to sort of kind of track our activities through this next upcoming cycle, and how we're going to implement our long-term investing plan to take advantage of the upcoming bull cycle, which I do believe will come at some point, while not just yet. But anyhow, I've got a co-host here with me, founder of Crypto Traders Arena, Paul J. Are you here, Paul?
Hello guys. Nice to see you again. Nice, Kevin. Yeah, well, a bit sloppy introduction.
Yeah, I fucked it up. Sorry.
No, it's not a problem. It's the first one. Is unlisted. It's just for Crypto Traders Arena people, so it's okay. We'll manage to get better next time. Yeah, my name is Paul J. I started like Kevin. I started trading before TRI, 2017, something like that. I'm in crypto from 2018. I had a little patience. I didn't enter in crypto in the last bull market in last bull market in 2017. I'm in crypto from 2018. I did the level 1 in 2019, and I could say I'm a trader from 2020, a trader or a day trader. I'm mostly a day trader. Yeah, I have a swing trading plan. I have an investment plan, but most of the time I'm a day trader. This is what I like the most. I founded this Crypto Traders Arena community just because I feel the need for a nice, clean community to talk about crypto. Trading, it's an ugly and lonely business. So I didn't find a community of my liking. So I said, yeah, I'll do it myself. It's a lot of work, but people from the community know it's a really nice community. Nice, I like it. It's a community this community is growing in a bear market. So that tells everything about the Crypto Traders Arena. I'm a day trader. I learn everything like Kevin from Brian. I did only the level 1. I learned the rest watching the daily brief 3 years in a row. So you'll see I have more knowledge than the level 1. But I try to keep things simple in my trading and my investment. Simple is the best for me, at least for me. I started with Kevin this weekly review. Is the best time to do that. Is the best time for using an investment plan for little old lady, for dollar cost averaging. We'll talk about little old lady. We'll talk about dollar cost averaging. We'll take the projects one by one. And we have time until 2024, I guess. We'll manage to get a nice investment portfolio. And hopefully in 2025, I don't know, 2025, the end of 2025, maybe we'll have a nice profit. But until then, let's just start where we are, and let's just take a look at the crypto space at this moment. So I'll take a look at total market cap. I want to see just on a bigger overview on weekly chart. As you can see on my chart, I guess, I hope it's a good quality, so you can see it really nice. We had this nice bull run in 2017. 2018 was an ugly year. 2019, yeah, just consolidation, and you can see what happened next. Really nice Wyckoff check of this level, the top of the bull market, and now we're back at the same level we started in. We finished it in 2017. Nice Wyckoff check on total market cap. We can say this is a support level. We have this trend line, the big one on the bull market, on the downtrend. You can see we have a nice cross on the other side of the trend line. We cannot say it's a W the other side of the trend line. I don't think this is the bottom, but doesn't matter what I think. The chart looks like offers us from now on a nice buying opportunity. Even if you'll go, I don't know, we can go lower, let's say even lower like this. Yeah, it's just the test the high from 2019. It's I don't know, a 50-60% lower than we are now, but still from this point we don't have a selling opportunity. It's just a buying opportunity. You can see how much a bottom could take, and it's a normal thing to have a long bottom and just consolidating, just nice weekly W's. Even if you lose this consolidation, if you are start taking a look at the crypto market after this big weekly W, you are okay if you are buying in this area. You'll still make some money until the top. But crypto total looks nice. I like that. If we put the indicators, we have some bullish divergence. Weekly MACD bullish divergence. RSI has some bullish divergence. Even OBV has some bullish divergence at this moment. So at least we can expect a dead cat bounce just to retest $1 trillion, something like that. It's a new bull market? No, definitely not. We can range in this area between this level and this level this year. Yeah, definitely, most probably we'll do that. Nothing new. You can see if we go on the other, we can go back in history, we can see same, nothing new, same thing. Bull market, correction, consolidation, big W on weekly chart, and then slowly up, and then the violent move and the mania and all the moon boys buying and best traders in the world. But until we get this level, after that, you know what happens usually. Most of the people from Crypto Traders Arena, they have enough experience to know how a top of the market looks. Now you have to see the bear market. Let's take a look at Total 2, maybe something different. Total 2, same bullish divergence in MACD. Really oversold. Some bullish divergence, you can say it's a bullish divergence in RSI. We are below the 2017 all-time highs. Same idea. We are just at the trend line. You can see we managed this last 2 weeks to get the other side of the trend line. But as you know, nothing will happen until we'll see a clear and big W on the other side. You can see RSI is trying to put a nice W. Yeah, but you know me, how I like to play in a bear market, and when we have low volatility, I want to see the W, I want to see the breakout, and then I will enter at the retest. That's my idea about playing this market. Similar with Total 1, nothing new on this one. Let's go on the next. So Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks like total 2 and total 1, a bit different. We had the 2017 all-time highs. Let's just mark the chart. Yeah, we have this level. We are below that level. We are below 78.6 long relow zone. We are trying a W. It's not complete yet. So weekly chart, we don't have a clear W. I mark the bottom in this area, just for me. It's not a financial advice. I don't know if the bottom will be lower than this green box. But for me, this is the area where I'm interested in buying Bitcoin. Yeah, someone said yesterday, yeah, the trade from Kevin, the sniper one. Yeah, this is the level where Kevin entered last time. We can go back and we can see exactly where Kevin entered, but he just put a nice reload zone and put a limit order at 88.6. That's the special lever from Kevin. Until we'll find a nice W in this chart and the weekly chart, the Bitcoin price doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, on the short term, we can go and retest this one. If we'll have bad news in the traditional market, yeah, we can go lower. We have this level, it's untested. We can do a Wyckoff check of this level pretty easily. That's 12.6. And you can see even this level is untested. So we have some room to go down. But from this point, a day trader, a swing trader could go long, could go short. But for an investor, what weekly review it's about, it's not a selling opportunity. Now it's time to pay attention and start putting some limit orders to buy some Bitcoin, to buy some Ethereum, to buy your favorite altcoins. At least in my view and a lot of traders I know. Let's put the indicators. Yeah, we have bullish divergence already on MACD. A bullish confirmed divergence on MACD, bullish divergence on RSI, bullish divergence on OBV. That look nice. But just give me a clear W. For an investor, you need a clear W. Really, you can see it's oversold from May, still oversold until now. The longer the better. The longer the consolidation, the stronger will be the bounce. But I need a proof that at least for a dead cat bounce, at least to retest, I don't know, 25, 30K. I need a W. I could frame a low, I don't know, a 3 risk to reward a trade even on weekly chart if I'll get a nice weekly W. We are not there yet. So let's get to the next one. And the next one will be Ethereum. As you can see what I draw on this chart, we are above the 78.6 level. Yeah, it's a bit stronger than Bitcoin, at least for now. We have the same cross on the other side of the trend line. We are closer to form a weekly W. Yeah, you can see the W. It's not a complete W, the other side of the trend line. To be easier to see, you can go online chart and you can see the W. Yeah, online chart, you can see it even better. If you don't have a trained eye to see the W, if you can go online chart, you'll see it even better. Yeah, if you'll get a W, breakout, a nice retest, yeah, we can bounce really nice. We can go even to 2K, 2.5, something like that. On the long run, I'm still expecting if we'll still have bad news this year, we can go at least on the week level, a nice week to retest this level. So we have a Wyckoff check of approximately to $650. We have another one at closely to $500. Even lower, we have another level, I don't know, close to $400. Yeah, we can go lower and we can touch these levels, but we cannot wait until and if we'll get this level. We can start the dollar cost averaging. We can start the little old lady plan. We have the road to financial freedom plan. we can start something. Is the best moment to start from now on. And if you do a dollar cost averaging exactly as you should, you can get pretty close to the bottom. We will explain in the next videos exactly how clear and good dollar cost averaging plan should look, how I use the little old lady risk management part in my investment plan. And I think it's okay to look for buying opportunity starting from now. That doesn't mean we'll go and buy, we'll go all in on everything at this point because we are at 78.6 long reload zone. No, but we can start a nice investment plan. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum versus Bitcoin. As you can see, this one is a different species. It's something different. We had a nice consolidation, nice bounce in the bull market, and now we are keeping that level. If we manage to go above this level, this consolidation, yeah, we can go a lot higher. But at this point, it's just a range, just a big and ugly range. It's big enough to trade if you are trading Ethereum versus Bitcoin, but you have to play Ethereum versus Bitcoin playing the range game. So you have the top of the range and you have the bottom of the range. It's that simple. Let's see if I have on daily chart. Maybe I have some drawings. No, I haven't. But it's good enough. You can see the consolidation. Yeah, if we'll put an AB equals CD, we have a lot of room to go to the upside. We can go 1.2 to touch to retest this level. And even higher, you can see some weeks they need a nice retest on this chart. Like I said, it's a different species. Ethereum versus Bitcoin looks completely different than we have on Bitcoin chart, on Total 2, on altcoins. And lastly, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Nice range. What I can say about this chart on weekly time frame, nice range at the bottom of the chart. So yeah, until we'll break this range, we'll play the range game. But if we'll manage to break out to the upside, we can go to this level. So 57, even 60% of dominance on Bitcoin, it's still possible. It's a bit harder for Bitcoin now to go higher and faster like he did in the past. Why? We have a lot more altcoins, a lot of altcoins now in crypto space. So that will take from the Bitcoin dominance. We'll take some dominance from Bitcoin. But that doesn't mean we cannot go higher to test the top of the range, even to do a Wyckoff check of this level. If the market will go down, first impulse, yeah, Bitcoin will go down. Altcoin will go down with Bitcoin. But if a second dump follows, you know what happens usually. The altcoins get destroyed in that process. And we can go down on Bitcoin and the Bitcoin dominance to go up. Usually that happens. That's it from my part with looking at a bigger picture on most of the big picture, total 2, total 1, no, total market cap, total 1, Bitcoin, Ethereum versus Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance. From starting from next live stream, we'll put a list together. We have a plan, but we need to do some adjustments, and I guess we'll work with that plan. At the end of the live stream, we'll get some questions from you guys, but the idea is to work with a nice and clear plan and just buying some altcoins at the right time, using little old lady or dollar cost averaging. I will talk with Kevin and we'll see exactly how that plan should look. Kevin, if you want to tell people how you see the market on overall crypto space.
Yeah, definitely. Cool, Paul. That was perfect. I mean, there's not a lot I can add to the charts you just showed. I think you're right on the money there with everything you said.
Yeah, but you have more experience, so I want to know your opinion.
Yeah, and I just want to share, I'll kind of share my perspective here too. Let me get I think I could just close that and hopefully you guys are seeing my chart here, this log chart of Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin, the BLX, the Brave New Coin Index. It's the longest chart I've seen on TradingView. It goes back almost to the beginning of Bitcoin here at in July of 2010. So it's about a year after Bitcoin started trading, I think. Which actually we're basically right at Bitcoin's birthday right now. It's about 14 years old, I think. So anyway, this is what the first 14 years look like. I mean, I'm sure people have seen on Twitter. There's a lot of people have all kinds of models of this log chart and all their crazy ideas. Of course, the trillion USD guy was a $100,000 Bitcoin. I forget what he called stock to flow. That was I think that was his model. Big trendy thing during the last bull run. I don't care about any of that. That's not my point of showing this. I don't even look at log charts that often, but I just wanted to start with this chart because I want to talk about sort of my approach and my plan going forward, and how I'm going to take how I'm going to invest going forward into the next cycle, which I do believe is coming. So I think this is a pretty good place to start with that because it just sort of shows what my first point I want to make here. But anyhow, before I start into that, I just want to clarify, that time frame is everything here and context is everything. And sometimes when we listen to people talk about trading, if we don't listen with the right ears, then we're going to actually hear the wrong thing. So to be clear, like with this show, my intention is to take a really zoomed out viewpoint. This is a long-term trading plan I'm implementing. It's not a short-term trading plan. I do like to take setups and I do like to trade the short term, and I will be trading mostly actually short-term setups in the next year or so. But that's not what this is. So it's important that we all kind of remember that. Like if anybody, there's a lot of traders at Crypto Traders Arena that are just killing it right now, taking setups every day. And if you're interested in that, I definitely think you should follow the other broadcasts that we're doing and jump in the Discord and follow us taking setups on a daily basis. But that's not this. This is more like, how can we position ourselves to take advantage of the crypto cycle that's happened? And you can kind of see, essentially this cycle is just right here in front of us, this kind of up and down volatile bull market that we've been in for 14 years. We've essentially been making higher highs and higher lows, the whole time Bitcoin's been in existence. And this long-term setup is basically based on just the idea of, buying when they're crying and selling when they're yelling. It's just an old famous adage. Basically my whole investment thesis is based on that idea. I want to step in at the bottom of ranges and, be in my positions before the euphoria comes and before everybody starts getting excited and, when everybody's crying, not when they're yelling. And so, simply put, everybody was yelling up here at the top, at $70,000. This is when everybody was super euphoric. And of course, right now, I don't think people are yelling right now. They're crying. I mean, it's been Bitcoin, crypto itself has just been a mess the last little while here with all kinds of fraud and bankruptcies and scandal, all this stuff that you expect to happen in a bear market. This is what sort of sets up the bottom. So I'm, our timing right now, this is the first week of the year in 2023. We're not in a bull market. There's nothing particularly bullish about the long-term view of crypto right now. In fact, everybody's kind of down on their knees. We're sort of waiting on this SBF trial, and everybody's going bankrupt. And like Silvergate Capital, I saw that they had $8 billion in withdrawals in the fourth quarter. Basically everybody's running for the exits in crypto right now, which is, it's hard for us to put ourselves in the mindset of this is when we need to be paying attention. So like if you're new to crypto, you're probably thinking like crypto's dead right now. And maybe it is, but I actually don't think it is. I think I think there will be another bull run. I think that's not right now, but I do think we're setting it up right now, just as much as like, this run up here. In hindsight, of course, it's always easy to talk about it in hindsight, but I think this was just the result of all the fraud that was being, perpetuated. This rally was made by SBF in a lot of ways, and all the bullshit he was pulling. And so now that that's unwinding, we have to go through this long drawn out down period. And just looking at this chart right here, you can see, simply put, that the tops are very obvious and the bottoms are very obvious in hindsight. But it kind of looks like we're closer to the bottom than the top. I think everybody would agree. So, my point is, now is the time to be paying attention. That's the purpose of this show. We're starting this show right now, and we're intending on doing it every week, going up to the bull market. And as much as, I might miss some Sundays here and there, I'd like to say that I'm going to be here the whole time. I'm going to try to make this show most Sundays, and I'm going to basically document my process through this whole period. And I think Paul's going to do the same. And then, we can all work together as a community to sort of hash out the details and find out where the best places to put our money are. But so anyway, that's my rant on that. And so my plan going forward is basically, this is a long-term trading plan. I'm going to patiently nibble my way into a bunch of names over the next year or so. And when that next bull run comes, I'm gonna be in my positions with profit-taking objectives, and I'm gonna have my plan worked out, and I'm gonna take profit at those objectives. And otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here and wait until that time comes. And so, if you need to go and learn how to trade outside of this, then I suggest doing that. If you want to learn how to trade setups, reach out to us for that. And that's a different thing. And so this is investing, not day trading. So that's important. Everything I say when I'm talking about, I'm going to take kind of a bearish outlook on the market going forward for the next little while, most likely, but that doesn't mean I'm not in there taking longs. I mean, I can see some altcoins are kind of looking pretty uppy right now, as a matter of fact, even though in the general picture, I think we're very much still in a downtrend. So anyway, last thing I'll say about this, you can see there's this nice logarithmic upward curve here, and we're definitely at the bottom of that curve. So yeah, we're getting closer to the place where we want to start investing. The only thing I'll add to this is actually the first time Bitcoin's tested the previous highs. You can see of each cycle before it. You can see this top here never got tested in the next bull run. This top here never got tested in the next bull run, and then now this 20,000 top is actually being tested, and we've broken below it. So that's the only real difference in this chart to me that stands out. And I will say that it's possible we go into a ranging sort of market state here where we don't make new highs in the next cycle. And that's okay with me. I think that we can build a plan to make plenty of money without actually going to new highs. So I don't think that our plan is dependent on us breaking this top here. This is a pretty big range already. And say the bottom comes in somewhere in this area, we still have a lot of range for plenty of money making and altcoins to go nutso during that time. So I do kind of think in the macro sense, it's possible we go into more of a range bound market for the next while, and the next bull run might not make a new high, but my plan is not, it doesn't need to make new highs. Even a move back to the 50% level of the whatever range this ends up being is enough to actually have a bull run. So that's just something to keep in mind. We don't necessarily need $100,000 Bitcoin. As much as I'd love that to happen, it doesn't necessarily need to happen. And so, and the reason I bring that up is, I think from a macro perspective, we're basically, this entire bull run was in sort of the free money stock market bull of low interest rates and just money being poured into the market. For the first time in Bitcoin's history, now we're in a very much a different macro climate. We basically have a rising interest rate market. The Fed is currently saying they have no intention of slowing down. They have no intention of stopping raising rates at the moment. Now they might here in February come out with a lower raise. It might only be like 25 instead of 50 basis points or whatever. But they basically said in the meeting the last week, as far as I understood, that none of the Fed chairs have any interest in stopping this raising process. So basically, what I see is they want the market to go down. They actually need unemployment to go up and wages to go down. And they want us to get crushed, essentially. They want the common man to feel the pain here because they need inflation to come down, and that's the way they want to do it. And so they're basically coming out and saying, we want the market to go down. It's kind of funny because I feel like the general public still is just kind of programmed into this up-only market. And so there's still a lot of retail traders that are still coming in and trying to buy the dip here. And that's sort of making it harder for the Fed to get its job done. So we're in this position where we still need more down, or they still need more down. We don't necessarily, but and so that's something to keep in mind. So because of that, and because of this possibility of just having a more of a rising interest rate market for the next foreseeable future, then it might mute this next bull run a little bit. We might not enjoy the same crazy up markets that we've had in the past. But again, that doesn't really matter, I don't think. I still think we're going to have some sort of cycle here where we do come into a bottom. Eventually, the Fed will at least pause raising rates, and we'll see the stock market start to turn, and then crypto will come back, and then you'll still see the 100x altcoins and all that stuff still going to happen. It just might not be in the same, Bitcoin runs new highs. So say we do end up ranging, we still get the bull cycle we're looking for, but it might just be a little bit more muted. So anyhow, moving on a little bit, this is a weekly log chart. I'm just going to go to the regular chart and just kind of talk about, I don't think I can add much to what Paul was saying in terms of the location of price and all that. So instead, I think I'll just kind of talk about what it might look like to step in and start buying. Like I think we've already established that, yeah, we're in a location where it's a good time to start thinking about allocating capital to these names. And so, how would you do that? Whether you're a new person or not, I think that, dollar cost averaging is a great way to start your buying programs on things like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and maybe even just other coins that you like. Certainly some of the bigger market cap coins would be good for dollar cost averaging as well. And so I just want to talk about like how we can identify the trend simply and just kind of prepare ourselves to buy. And I'll just use Bitcoin without getting into other coins. And I'm actually just going to use one moving average to just sort of demonstrate how I see the trend right now. And it's just a 30 period moving average on a weekly chart, very common in traditional markets. And just, it's just a simple tool that works really well. And it's basically the 30 moving average on a weekly, or you could put a 200 moving average on the daily and basically see about the same thing. But I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning just to sort of try to quickly walk through what I see here and how this dollar cost averaging strategy could work. And I'm essentially going to focus on the moving average for my trend identification. And then I'm going to use location with, Fibonacci retracement for location. And then we'll kind of pay attention to market structure too, just so you can kind of see how the trend changes. And you'll find that this is a pretty proven strategy, and it's super simple to implement regardless of what your experience level is. But we'll go all the way back to the very beginning here, the first bull run that's on TradingView at least. And zoom in a little bit, and we'll just start with this weekly W right here. So the first market structure breakout was right here. And of course, the moving average just started reporting here, and we broke this W out, and we're above the 30, and we just went straight into an uptrend. Fair enough. Okay, so above the 30 basically means uptrend, bull market to me. And of course, anytime we W around the 30, which you'll see happens quite often, it is just confirmation of that trend starting. And so this is when we want to be interested, right? We want to be, either buying the dip at the bottom of ranges, dollar cost averaging, or buying the W breakout, starting a trend through the 30. And so, the first one's harder because you don't really see the moving average come through here, but the point's still there. Rocketed up, even came and tested it, which you'll see this time and time again, come down and test it. Bull market was still in play here, even though we had this massive dip. And then bear market started when we really just lost it. And you can see, and you'll see this almost every cycle. This is when we went into a bear market, and then we came up and tested the bottom of this moving average, and you can see the resistance just happen. And this was still bear. And then eventually we broke through it, and you can see the W come in. So that, there's a whole cycle right there. We went from this W bull run, bear market, consolidation, W bull run again above the 30, and rocketed bull again. And so that's basically what you see every cycle. I'll show you right now how you basically see that. And so in terms of dollar cost averaging, I would suggest maybe you consider just, drawing your fibs. Once the top is in, we draw our fibs, and, I'm focused on the 78.6 and below level here. I call that the deep C. I'm not interested in anything above 78.6. I did forget to show on that log chart. Sorry, I meant to go through and show that Bitcoin basically comes off 80% every cycle. Every single cycle, it's been about 70 to 90% off in the correction. So that's just something to keep in mind. And so anyway, say we just dollar cost average it starting, basically if we're below the 30 and under the 78.6, that's when we start our buying program. So you would have, essentially every week here, you would have been dollar cost averaging. You would have probably ended up, by this point, when we actually started getting above the 30 and started Wing out, your average price is going to be around here, probably, $5, say, or $4 after buying all these weeks. So you'd have bought however many weeks that is, you would have been in there buying. And so that's, say you bought, you dollar cost average 26 weeks, come in about $4, $5 average price. And then, of course, the cycle topped out, way up. Jeez, I mean, this epic bull run, way up here at like whatever that was, $1,000. So anyway, that's how we would have approached that first cycle. And then, sorry if I'm taking too long, I'm gonna try to just quickly go through each one really fast now. So anyway, bull run, you can see the test of the 30. As long as we're above the 30, it's just a bull run. We're not, there's no trend is up. The trend is up, up. I'm sorry, I skipped. First cycle is here. Oh no, that was the one we just talked about. Yeah, W came in, epic bull run, lost. Eventually lost the 30 here, and you can see that test. Remember, I said that this is where the bear market essentially confirms to me, is when we break below the 30, come up and tag it, and then dump again. And again, you're gonna see this every cycle. I swear, it happened every time. And so so anyhow, this is the 20K run up, came down test, still a bull, lost it, tested the resistance and failed, and we went into a bear. And this is a key point here in 2018 for my dollar cost average plan. So I feel like I skipped a cycle. Did I skip this one? Yeah, I'm sorry, I skipped 2015 here, because we would have, I jumped ahead. It's hard when you're zooming into all this shit. But nonetheless, we dollar cost averaged it under the 30 here, broke above, went through the bull up to 1,000, came back down. I didn't draw my fibs on this one. So we'll just go off the bottom somewhere. It doesn't need to be perfect, but so trading plan on this cycle would have essentially been, we did break below the 30 here, but we wouldn't have been a buyer here. And so, we didn't get to 78.6. So sure, we're in a bear market and we did dip into like below 61.8, but this wouldn't have fit the plan here. And that'd have been all right. And say we were selling halves on doubles, I don't think we would have gotten our double even if you caught the bottom. Now it's 350, so 700. We'd have almost banged a double out right here, but you would have been caught short a little bit and then price dump. So you would have missed this move here as an investor. Now keep in mind, as a trader, maybe you're in there hunting longs and stuff, but I'm not talking about that. Instead, we would have waited till right here to start dollar cost averaging at 78.6. And, under the 30 in a bear market, start our dollar cost averaging, bought every week, started to break above, came back down, started dollar cost averaging again, broke through, and you would have been along again off the bottom. Your average price would have been somewhere down here around, again, 78.6, basically 80% off the top. And then epic bull run, test the 30, bull run, epic bull run again up to 20,000. You'd have been selling halves on doubles the whole way up. I don't even know how many doubles that was, a lot. And then, come down, test the 30, eventually lose it, test the resistance again, go into a bear. And then this was the part I'd skipped over to here on accident, but getting here. So where are we here? Are we at 78.6? No, we're not. And so we wouldn't have been buying here. And I remember, I think the bottom's like basically right there. So we draw our fibs like this. This is below 61.8 and sideways consolidation. And at this time, I remember everybody thinking the bottom was in right here at 6,000. It was just like, you just start seeing Twitter. Everybody was convinced that this sideways period was the bottom. But if you just followed this model, you'd be saying, well, we're in a bear still. We're below the 30. We haven't seen our 80% correction yet. So I'm not dollar cost averaging. And you would have just been sitting out. In fact, you'd have still been long from down here. With whatever coins you had left from your selling half on double strategy, you'd still be sitting long and still in the profit. And then, of course, this dump came out of nowhere when everybody thought the bottom was in. And then we would have started dollar cost averaging down here below 78.6, and we would have had however many weeks that is, several weeks to average in. And we would have been, average cost around here. You can see the W come in right here, a nice weekly W breakout through the 30 and bull run again. And right here, like if you'd have averaged in at around this W, just for example, that's 4,200. You would have gotten well, one double off at 84 around here, and then you would have missed your next double. Um, you wouldn't have gotten the second double, but you'd have been in free coins here with one double in a bull. And of course, now we started testing the bull and we lost it here for a minute, came and tested it again. And really, this was COVID here. And so this was sort of a gift, actually. And of course, hindsight's everything, but this is where you just have to be ready. Because remember, our dollar cost average program is at 78.6 or below. And so, we would have been long from down here with one double and then, drawing our fibs, have our orders working at 78.6 and below. And so you would have just been in here ready to buy on this dip, not expecting it. Like if it wasn't for COVID, I would imagine, stock market was basically just kind of carving its way up. We probably would have just kind of banged around like that and done that and missed this if it wasn't for COVID. But the whole COVID scare came in and just created this sort of black swan event that gave us one more buying opportunity. But truthfully, you should have been long off this W. So even if this wouldn't have happened, you still would have been long off this strategy from down here. But we did get that extra gift, and of course I was just sitting here ready to buy right there. So and not just Bitcoin too, Ethereum, and well, some of the altcoins actually broke to new lows, but Ethereum and Bitcoin didn't. So anyway, whether this happened or not, you still would have been long from here, and you would have ended up getting your second double at 16. Then you would have gotten another one at 32. Oh God. And at this point, you would have gotten one at 64 too, right at the top. So you'd have been however 4 doubles in, and then we broke down again, lost the 30. This was sort of like, I think SBF actually, I think all those fraudsters were the ones that put this, they needed price up. They needed price to get back up to save their asses, and somehow they got away with that. But there was right here at this top, there was like basically no volume. And they basically FU'd the highs here or whatever, but you would have just been sitting here with your last double at 64,000, and then this would all just been fluff. We didn't dip down low enough to start buying again right here, and so you wouldn't have been doing anything during this period. And of course the bear broke again right here, and then this is that test that's happened every time, test of the 30, confirm the bear market. This was basically the last selling opportunity, in my opinion, before the bear started. And of course, now where are we at? So anyway, that was a long rant of trying to get through that, but hopefully you guys see my point of this simple strategy I'm trying to propose to you guys. And so now, we're clearly in a bear market. It's been pretty brutal. All the bankruptcy, fraud, all that shit's happened. And now all we can really do for this strategy is draw our fibs. I can actually just use this fib still. And keep in mind, you're still long. I mean, I'm still long. I've been long Bitcoin since 2014 when I first bought Bitcoin, before I was even a trader. But I've taken advantage of all these cycles. And regardless of where you started Bitcoin, in theory, if you started down here with this program, and I wasn't running this exact strategy in the past, actually, this is just something I've learned as I've tried to simplify things. I really try to look at investing as like, I don't need a lot of I don't need a lot of fancy tools to do this. I just need an understanding of the up and down nature of these cycles, and a simple tool like a 30-period moving average is enough to combined with location, I would say. So, location and a 30-period moving average is actually enough to do this. You don't need a lot of tools. So anyhow, where are we at right now? We're in the deep sea. So we're actually in dollar cost averaging territory for this plan. We've got our 78.6 level sitting right here, which Paul just talked about too. And, if I draw my box, you can see that technically we've already dollar cost averaged for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 weeks. And we're just basically sitting there threatening to leave that area. But we're also, the 30 is just very much pointing down. We're definitely still in a downtrend. There's still a lot, while there has been a lot of washout in the market, I don't think all the FUD's over yet. There's still like a lot of drama coming out on pretty much a weekly basis. And, there's no sign of a bull. I don't really see the bull just firing up here like tomorrow or anything like that, which I think is good. That gives us plenty of time to actually get our plans together to move forward. But nonetheless, what I do expect here is probably some sideways, much like this. They're going to try to trap everybody in. And then, I do think there'll still probably be another capitulation event, if not multiple ones, over the next year. I'm kind of expecting more of like kind of sort of sideways bear over the next year. And of course, that's not a prediction, by the way. That's just kind of what I think will happen. It doesn't really much matter to me. In fact, I'll just follow this strategy along with my other, like sort of my altcoin investing strategy, which we will get into over in the next coming weeks. But for now, just assuming I'm following this, I'll just consider, I'll just take my little nibbles here every week and wait for this moving average to eventually, eventually we're going to see it kind of, roll out, and price will eventually get above it, and you'll probably see the weekly W come in right around it, just like it did, right here. We broke through basically on the W breakout. We just broke right through the moving average. Here is kind of like a head and shoulders, but this was sort of a little bit of an anomaly because of COVID, but you can still see the market structure coming in right around the 30 to change the trend from sort of like sideways, moving average kind of flat here, going sideways, and then we just broke above it and went into our bull. And so, I'm looking for that here. Now, I don't really think it's going to happen up here. I actually think it'll probably happen down here. Somewhere down between 80 and 90%, where bottoms typically come in. And of course, like what Paul has already talked about, there's a lot of market structure back here to sort of justify moves down into this level. I think there's a very simple ABCD we could draw off the top to just go into that level too, which hasn't been completed. So I'm looking for, there's a lot of reasons why we'll probably come down to the $12,000 area. Now, I have no idea. If a weekly W comes in off the 78.6, that's fine with me. Then I'll know, it'll probably bust through this 30, and I'll know that we're actually ready to move higher. But in the broader macro conditions, I don't really see that happening right now. I could easily see us just kind of making this nice base through the next year, which is what I want to see, because that's how we're going to have plenty of time to implement a buying program. So anyway, hopefully that was helpful. That's a this is one way to look at this kind of investing scheme. It's not like it's not complicated. It's a very simple way to just I think people would call it like a trend following plan. You're basically just trying to identify a trend and work with that. So hopefully that helps. That was kind of what I wanted to start with. For there's not a lot to talk about individually. I've noticed some altcoins that are kind of like, there's some altcoins that are strong. I've noticed a few like that have really popped lately, like this FET launched. And you can even see, through my 30, and then it just started to tick off. This LCX right up into the 30. So still a bear market, but like just basically doubled, I think, off the lows. Yeah, 30 up to, not quite a double, but close. There was one other one that I saw was really rocketing. LCX. Oh, this cat. I don't even know what this thing is, but again, see the W through the 30. And this is weekly chart stuff. This isn't zoomed in. This is just like, you can see that we just basically made a W. So now if this thing, you can see the 30 starting to turn up. If this thing stays above the 30, then we could see a situation like this. You see the W came through and it just launched. I have no idea what this is. This is some shit coin on KuCoin that I saw somebody talking about. But this thing doubled easily, I bet, off the bottom. It was 63 up to, whoosh. Yeah, so this is like, 200%. Yeah, it was at least a little more than a double. So anyhow, that's kind of my rant there. I think we're about 50 minutes in, so I think probably the next move was we were going to take some requests from people if anybody wants to look at anything particular. I kind of have a list that I've just been throwing names in here as I see people talking about them in the crypto traders room. So none of these are particularly exciting to me at the moment. They're just things that I took interest in. I was starting to get interested in buying mana back, just because I did pretty well here in this run up, and we're just basically down against the lows. I'm starting to consider nibbling on that, and this audio started striking my interest too. They're not really technically, they don't look, they're just good location. That's all I could say, really. They're at the bottom of the range. This one's making new lows even, but and I think Mana was actually making new lows too. So they all look about like that to me. Nothing I want to rush into, but over the next coming weeks, certainly we're going to kind of like Paul was saying, get our list together, get our plan together, and start sort of documenting like where we're taking some positions. And to be clear, I'm going to start super slow. I mean, like, I'm not going to be going like 1% into my first buys. I'm going to actually just kind of take tiny nibbles and take my time and start establishing my positions, and hopefully get up to about 1 to 3% per name in general. So, but anyhow, does anybody have anything particular they want to look at?
I didn't saw any request yet, but if you want, you can. 1 second, man. Yeah, just give me the screen if you can't, Kevin.
Okay, sure, yeah.
I want to just quickly show something. I was talking about in the crypto traders arena, but I think it's a good time to.
Yeah,
it's a good time to just give people a. Yeah, we have time.
Sorry for botching the intro. I don't even know if our little intro video worked. I just got a little hung up on
OBS. I don't know, 2 seconds or something like that. Yeah, it's okay. Next time we'll do better.
Yeah, I'll work on my production quality here going forward. And I'm just I haven't done any of these streams in a while, so bear with me. I'm just kind of jumping back in.
Yeah. Okay, I have my screen, I guess, on the live stream. Yeah, let's just take this one. I'm using I made this indicator. Just keep in mind, it's not my indicator. It's just P cycle top and P cycle bottom put together, and just to give it a funny name, crystal globe or crystal ball, or how you want to name it. I like this one. Why? Now I put the setups for P cycle bottom. I have the index on Bitcoin. If you take a look in the past, you can see really nice. Let's just start from the beginning really quick. This one, we don't have a cross, we don't have anything. So let's just take the next one. Yeah. If you start dollar cost averaging, little old lady, whatever you want, after a cross of this when you have a signal to start buying, you see the cross from the moving average, you can start buying until dollar cost average, little old lady, until you get the cross back up again. This is the best way to start dollar cost averaging. You can see the bottom of the chart. You'll get most of the bottom. So this one look nice. We didn't look at the top. We are just looking at the bottom. Let's take the next one. Look at the next one from 2017. If you start buying at this level, you will buy at $3,200, and you will stop at I guess at this level you will stop at 6K. I guess you can get a pretty good price for your dollar cost average, your little old lady, at least on Bitcoin. But if you are doing the same thing on altcoins, I guess you can get the bottom pretty damn close to the bottom. And let's take a look what we have now. We have the cross. This is the signal to start dollar cost averaging. I posted in the Crypto Traders Arena. I even posted on Twitter about this about my thinking. Yeah, from this point, it's okay to start dollar cost averaging. It's okay to look for buying opportunities. It's okay to use little old lady risk management strategy to start accumulating free coins until we'll get a new up cross on the moving average. Yeah, why not? I'm thinking is a good way to get close to the bottom, your entry price.
Yeah, I like that.
Something similar like Kevin says, but it's a bit more crisp. It's a bit more accurate when you start exactly at this level.
Yeah, that starts a little earlier, which is probably good. I mean, for sure what I was talking about is pretty conservative by waiting till 78.6. This would start looks like many weeks before.
You'll close even a bit earlier because you'll have to close the dollar cost averaging when this cross happens, and you'll have to stop. And that's your stopping signal. I'm okay to use little old lady strategy The strategy, it's a risk management strategy. It's nothing more. You have to put a plan beside the risk management to have a plan to work with that. But I'm okay to use little old lady in the bear market until I'll get a bullish signal again. But after that, I'm thinking, at least this is my thinking, I'm thinking to switch from little old lady to house levels. And I'm trying with house levels to put something in my plan to sell only 10% at the first house level, 10% at the second one, 10% at the third one. And probably the best idea will be to sell almost everything when you will get the next signal or something like that.
Yeah, I like
Was
that.
a pretty accurate signal at this level. Yeah, maybe on altcoins you want to put a limit order, stop loss limit order below the current price. If the altcoin wants to go higher, why not? You'll move the stop loss even higher. But at least you can lock some profits in close to the top. So you will not ride the whole wave all back down and get back to your money. I don't like that thinking. So if I'll get a P cycle top signal, yeah, why not? I'll sell most of my coins and I'll patiently wait to get the P cycle bottom signal. On the investment part, on the trading part, I could go long and short every fucking day, every moment. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
That's my idea about dollar cost averaging in little old lady on longer time frame.
Yeah, I think that's smart. I like the idea of the pi cycle top thing. I've been thinking about that since you told me about that. And it's in my opinion, it's harder to call the top than the bottom. I mean, we can nibble our way into the bottom with these tools, and it works really well. It's much harder to sell the top than to buy the bottom.
If you look at the P cycle top was good enough for me. Yeah. I know a lot of people, we don't have too many reiteration, we don't have a sample size, but we have 4 or 5 pretty accurate. I like that. So I don't have any reason to think next time will not work. Yeah. At least I know how to manage my risk. I know I will use the house levels, because how I can use the house levels. House levels, they can be used because at some point we'll form the weekly Ws. So I put the levels on that weekly W and I can see the house levels. So I just sell at every level 10% or even less. And I'll try to sell my big bag at closest to the top, because if you use little old lady all the time, you will have, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 or even some altcoins 5 or 8 doubles, but you cut your profit off. It's better at some point, if you do your math, it's better to do dollar cost averaging on the bottom and just keep everything closest to the top. On some altcoins you can get, I don't know, 100x. So it's okay to use little old lady, but in the accumulation phase, in the bear market.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, in this current market, I think if over the next year, if you can squeeze out doubles on altcoins, I'll definitely be selling house on doubles in this current market state. But as we start to get more, if we're starting to move into a bull market, then I'm going to look to hold through that period. But like for the next year, I don't really anticipate any kind of rip roaring bull coming. But I do see plenty of altcoins doubling over the next year. Like I do think that you'll see a lot of, maybe even more than doubling, but they'll probably come back down to the bottom. You'll see like that FET I was just talking about. It's doubled. I wouldn't be surprised if it's back down at the bottom in a couple months. So
from now on, it's okay to hunt with reload zone on that altcoins. You see the strength, you see the volume. Someone is definitely with money, it's interested in buying that altcoin, and it's okay to wait at the shark level. I don't know, 61.8. I don't think it's a good idea on altcoins, but from 78.6 below, it's okay to put your limit orders. Miku, you said something about exercise with house levels. Take a look. This is the big W, then I have the middle, I just draw the house level. I will sell 10% at this level. I guess it's good enough. I'll sell another 10% at this level. If you'll get higher on altcoins, you will get the third level. I'll sell 10% more. If I'll get the top, I'll put a limit order below the current price on all the altcoins I have in my investment plan. If the market will go down, I'll be stopped out in a really, really nice profit. If the market wants to go up and give me another double, okay, I will lock that profit in. But this is my way, my strategy to get as much profit I could get from a bull market.
Yeah, I think that's smart. I mean, I do know. Yeah, sometimes a little old lady can leave you feeling like you sold too early. In a
Yeah,
ripping bull. Like if it's a ripping bull, you'll
exactly.
feel like you're exiting too early. I've definitely
Is the
experienced that.
best tool in a is the best tool in a ranging market in accumulation phase, because you'll get you if you have your short limit order set in the market, you'll get your shot, and then the market will go down back down again. You feel like a genius with little old lady. But when the last phase of the bull market starts, I don't think it's a good idea to use little old lady until the end.
Yeah. I mean, the key is how to determine when the bull market starts, and so you kind of have to have that in your mindset somehow. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do that. Like, I mean, part of it's just
We have a lot
sentiment.
of confluence and a lot of history. We have 3 cycles already, so
Yeah.
we can guess where the bottom will end. We
Yeah.
can do that. And another point, we are every day in the market, Kevin.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
our job. So we have time to look at the charts and look at the confluence, and we need to have patience until we'll see clear signals of that the bear market is over. Will take some time. I don't know, 6 months, maybe even 1 year. But we just have buying opportunities from now on.
Yeah. Just go slowly, I think is the key for right now. You want to make sure you have some cash,
Yeah,
on the
you
sidelines.
don't
Don't
have
go,
to.
I'm not going to buy, like I'm not going to, buy my whole position in my first purchase. I'm going to take my
Yeah.
time.
So, Julian, you said something Agix USD. Yeah, I could take a look at that, but keep in mind, if you put a request, please don't be a day trader and ask me about 4 hour. This show is not about that. If you see something interesting on, I don't know, weekly chart or daily chart, if you want us to take a look, because this one is about investments, and I don't want to go on 4 hour chart. Yeah, in time we'll go on the 4 hour chart when we want to pinpoint an entry. This show is about weekly and daily charts. It's
Yeah,
about investment, no trading, no day trading, no scalping.
and we are producing a lot of day trading content. I mean, if you're interested in
Yeah.
trading, there's a ton of that talk every day in the group. So
And let's see. Yeah, even on weekly looks nice.
that
Yeah,
looks
you
pretty
have
good.
your yeah, looks nice. We have some W's. We have something to work on. Let's just close this one. Let's put this one to C. Yeah, you can see the POC bounce from the POC. To buy it to invest now at this level? No, I don't think so. But you can draw a reload zone and wait. The bear market is not over,
I mean,
so you can wait at the POC.
that looks like a perfect coin to bang and double out on in the next year.
Yeah, and has a lot of room to go up. 0.06 to 10x. Not so interesting, honestly. Only to 10x to the top. We have better
It
better
looks
bets
new
on
though.
the
It
market.
looks pretty new.
Yeah, this one it's new. Looks new, at least on Binance. If it's new, doesn't have a lot of selling pressure when we'll go. Yeah, has some selling pressure until we'll go to beyond the all-time highs. After that, it's market is price discovery. On the old altcoins, you will see a lot of selling pressure, a lot of bag holding, and they'll just sell when they'll get at scratch level, when they'll have a small profit. But on this one, if it's all the history, it's on Binance, then yeah, could go a lot higher than the all-time high.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, if it's iCoin, yeah, could be. But the chart on weekly chart looks nice. Let's see on daily chart. Wait, this
Yeah,
switch.
just don't go buy it
It's a
right
bit,
there.
no, it's not. I cannot chase the market at this level. You know me. yeah, let the pump stop. I'll draw my reload zone and I'll wait at 8.6 or below that. Now, if I want to play and I know something about some news in the near future, yeah, I could put my entry point at this retest of the W. If I want to play, I don't know, not an investment, a swing trade. On the investment part, I'll just let the pump finish, hunt below 78.6, small nibbles, because this one could go 80% lower than you see now. Let's go back on weekly chart and you can see how we can go even lower than that. And even if it's 90% off, we can go 50% from this level, even lower.
I could go 90%.
Yeah, 90%. And even if I'm buying cheap, I'm buying from with $100. If it's going 90% below this level, you'll have only $10 after it drops again. So let's take it with step by step. We'll take a look in the next Sundays. We'll take a look at the strongest altcoins. We'll put a nice plan together. Feel free to follow. We are not financial advisors, but you can do whatever you want with your money. So we'll put a plan together for us, and feel free to look at the charts. And if you find something you like, it's up to you. I see some altcoins. Let's see if we have any questions. Yeah, it's about the long-term DMAC. And you can find, I don't know if you are already on the premium part of the group, but we have already in place a plan, the road to the financial freedom. And you can find some good altcoins. You can see what the plan is. It's not too late to start only with the plan. You don't need to take the altcoins we have on that plan. You can put your own altcoins, but the plan in general, it's good enough.
Yeah, and I mean,
At least in my view.
I hate sounding like a bear all the time, but I mean, it's the Fed is basically saying that they want more bear. Just don't underestimate the fact that there hasn't been enough pain in the market yet. So I still think lower is probably the higher probability.
Yeah,
So
we can get a black swan event with the, you know what black swan is. They all plan something to go lower. They
yeah,
always do something like that. If they exaggerate and they go too much, yeah, they'll go back in the late spring. They'll stop raising rates. They'll even go lower. But let's get to that level. When I'll see Fed lowering rates, I know what to do with altcoins and Bitcoin. We have to buy as much as we can, because you don't want to fight the Fed. If they are lowering the rates, will definitely come another bull. Someone asked us in the chat if will be another bull run. It's like day and night. After a prolonged bearish market, we need some bounce. Exactly like Kevin said, we don't need to go beyond the all-time highs. It's enough to do a retest, short reload zone on the big range, and we are good enough. We can make some money.
And either way, the cycle will play out. It might not be the biggest bull ever, but it'll still be there'll still be a move back up to the top of the range, or somewhere. You know, we're still in this sort of cycle of ebbing flow. So
yeah, it's only raising. I don't know how to say it in English. Bitcoin is slowly going up because the halvening makes the Bitcoin to be more and more expensive. It's a limited supply, so if we have interested in buying Bitcoin, slowly will go up. Exactly, cycles, up and down. Nothing goes only up or only down. But on the long run, you saw the Kevin chart on logarithmic chart. This one looks like only up. Let me see. You can see. If you put a trend line, you can see it's only going up. Yeah, we have bear, we have bull, but
and you pull
you
up
can see this one is not.
you look at any tech stock like Amazon or something, and you'll see kind of the same thing. Amazon took a lot of 60+% drawdowns through its its emergence. And I think Bitcoin's a lot like that. It's just gonna, it's wildly volatile right now, which is kind of what we want. And so you're just gonna see it bounce back and forth between these big ranges.
Yeah, Amazon, it's I don't know, it's private. It's they can go to zero. Bitcoin, it's less likely to go to zero.
Well, yeah, sure.
Because it's something, but the charts look a lot similar. If you have any questions, yeah, starting from back 2018, the all-time highs is 0.09. Yeah, we should take a look at the AGIX. Okay, AGIX.
And it's like 50 cents now or something. So it's like, was that what it was?
AGIX, let me see. Binance, Crypto, KuCoin. Give me a site where to.
Oh, that's
to
weird.
look
It's Singularity. Did they change their ticker?
Singularity net on crypto. I don't know. Let me see. 65.
60 cents.
I guess this one. Yeah. Now it's 0. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's up like 6x or something.
It's the same history. Maybe we have on a different.
You could look at it on that.
I don't know where to take a look at KuCoin, I guess, but it's it's versus Bitcoin. Yeah, let's take a look at KuCoin.
Oh, it was AGI. That's right. I remember AGI. Okay, so it changed to AGIX. I thought I recognized that Singularity.
Take a look at versus USDT. Maybe we have something. Bitfinex. No, I don't see anything. USD.
Yeah, it's alright. You can look at CoinMarketCap, but
no, if they change the name, I don't have the history. That's the problem.
Well, if it was 10 cents and it's 67 now, then
yeah, we need a lot of we have a lot of room to go down even more. Yeah, nothing is bullish now. Yeah, we can have a nice bounce. We can get a short level, sell half on a double, but is not a bull market. So that's why we said it's a good strategy to dollar cost average or use little or late in this environment.
I have seen a couple of people banging some doubles out. I personally haven't.
They used that plan. The road to the financial freedom, Kevin.
Yeah, I haven't really.
Some coins from that plan. Some coins from that plan, they have even 2 doubles. Miku is following strictly that plan, so he knows exactly how many doubles we have on that plan.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start. There's a couple things I bought Sushi. Is the only real coin I bought, and then they had a bunch of FUD, but it's still holding the lows and it looks pretty good. But that's the only real coin that I have nibbled on as an investment really so far. It's just weekly W. I think there's a few weekly W's out there. There's like Litecoin and XRP. Enough,
I'm hunting on Litecoin, but I don't have a bag for an investment. And beside that that plan with the road to financial freedom with I don't know 2K I put in that plan overall. I didn't invested anything yet. I'm still waiting for lower levels. I'm still waiting for some level on altcoins.
Yeah, I think that's smart. I'm starting to get a little.
We have time. So we have time this year to put everything together, buy at the right level. This is the easy part. What we will do this year. The hard part will start next year when we have to put our hands under our asses and just wait. You'll see how hard it is to just wait and don't do nothing. Now is the easy part. Yeah, you have me, you have Kevin, we have a lot of gladiators, we have a lot of good traders. You can find nice ideas where to buy, but when you'll have to wait and don't do anything, and you'll see wild swings. That's the hard part. You will see next year, probably.
Yeah. And I think, if you're brand new to trading, then I think learning is probably your best time spent right now. Just kind of learning and getting your plan together is better than investing right now.
Yeah.
You'll still have time. So, and if you're not a new trader, then like me personally, I'll probably, I imagine I'm going to spend 80% of my time just focused on trading right now. And, just like this show is kind of going to be like my live journal. So like I'll spend every Sunday do this show, and then I'll probably spend a couple more hours during the week looking through my list, but I'm really not going to be spending much time on this plan, going forward. Just, a few hours a week to make sure that I'm, I have my orders working if I need to, and building my list out. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. In fact, I'm going to spend most of my time just trading so that I can keep my mind off over investing in this plan, because I don't want to buy in too early.
Don't rush anything to buy too early. Don't rush to sell too early. Same plan on my side. My plan is to do the same, wait for clear levels to start investing in altcoins, focusing on day trading, managing the Crypto Traders Arena community, and I'll take my profits from the day trading and swing trading and put some money on the investing part, slowly, partially, on every month. From the profit I make goes on the investment part. I'm trying to, even if it's not a good math, to use profits from the day trading to the investment part. But if I keep everything, all the profit in my day trading account, the account will go too big too fast. And I'm a human too, and I have a limit. My brain at some point will consider that amount per trade is too much, and I'll get too much emotions and I have to slow down. So that's my way to manage that. Part of my profits go to the investment part, and I guess I'll be able to participate in the investment in altcoins and take some money off in the next bull run.
Sounds good. Miku really wants us to look at Sun, so maybe we
request.
Let's finish off.
What is it?
We're an hour and 15 minutes in, so maybe we finish off with Sun, and we're going to try to keep this to about an hour. So.
Okay, Miku. No, we are not ignoring. What do you want to see?
And then he just shows us this piece of shit making new lows. I'm just kidding.
Miku, you are a level 1er. You took the exam. Nothing to do on this one. No W on weekly chart. No, nothing. Let's put the indicator. Yeah, some divergence, but there are better charts. There are better ways to see the market. Nothing to do on this one. Look at this one. This is just in Sun shitcoin.
I see a big giant fair value gap on that chart.
Yeah. Hope they will get a wake-up check at this level. Just hope in the next bull market at least you will get. I don't know. Yeah, if you'll get. But no, the problem with this one has a denomination, Kevin, exactly like in stock market. That's why it is this gap.
Oh, right,
it's not it's not a real price action. So don't expect. This is not a real chart, Miku.
Yeah, I was just kidding.
Yeah. So it's not a real chart. What you see here is not real.
It like rebalanced or something, or?
Yeah, something like that. Was $10. Yeah, was $10, and then put, I don't know, put a couple of zeros behind it and put it straight down. You can see. And June 2021, just straight down in 1 week. Even on daily, you can see. I guess one day, let me go on that. Look at this one.
Down.
This is not a real chart. So now just leave it alone. Justin Sun, like Brian says, it is a Chinese, so I don't know. And Justin Sun will do anything it has to do to take your money.
Yeah, and even he's in hot. I mean, everybody's in hot water right now. You got to let all this stuff just kind of settle down. I think I heard Brian saying that, by the time this SPF trial, once the SPF trial is over, that's probably, I think that's smart. Like by the time that's over, that'll probably be a good sign that all this drama is kind of resolved and we can actually set a base. And so that's probably 6 months from now.
Yeah, we need some ranging, some accumulation, the FUD to go away, people to leave this space, lose every bit of interest in the crypto markets. Another leg down, maybe to even the holders, the strong ones, to cook their bags, and after that, slowly will go up.
Yeah.
Now the Bitcoin chart looks like this. Let me show you. Looks like this. I don't see any consolidation at this level. We need more consolidation. Will be at this level. Yeah, okay. Will be in my green box. Even better. I have limit orders. I want to be the sniper like Kevin was in the last in the COVID lows. So I have a limit order at this level. And if you go lower, why not?
Yeah. I mean, anytime I see the price come back down to the previous market structure level, that I get interested, and we're starting to get there.
Yeah, we are close. I don't know if it's the bottom. I don't think it's exactly the bottom, but we are close. We are closer to the bottom than to the top, so it's good enough to pay attention.
But that's lower lows, lower
Yeah,
highs. That's all we
that's
can
it,
say.
guys. We said we'll keep this live stream between 1 hour and 1 hour and a half. We are close to 1 hour and a half. We don't want to, I don't know, to be too long and I don't know how to say it in English, but too
Long and
long is
drawn
too
out.
much.
I
Yeah,
think we did okay. I think I, get my legs back to talk about this stuff more, and yeah, we'll just keep at it every week, and I'm sure we'll bring some
yeah.
value for
What
everyone.
I want to say at the end, starting from next week, we'll do a giveaway every week. So
Oh yeah,
we'll post the link from the YouTube video. We'll post it on Discord on Twitter, and who retweets that one has a chance to win. I don't know. We'll switch between 1 month premium to one with me, Kevin or Stefan. We'll find, I don't know, maybe a week in the VIP part of the channel. We'll think about new ideas, but the idea is to have a giveaway every time for people who watch these videos.
cool. That
That's
sounds
it
fun.
from our part.
Cool. Well,
I guess we can see us next Sunday, no?
yeah, we'll see you same time next Sunday. Do you have any exciting exit statement?
No. It's always good enough. We don't have to say a special goodbye.
All right. Well, everybody,
So,
thanks for checking us out, and we'll be back next week. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Everybody have a good day or evening if that's what it is, and take care.
you guys.